I'm pleased to share with you the results for ING Vysya for the June quarter. Our board approved the results yesterday in Bangalore, and I am happy to state that the net profits rose by 35% to 175 crores from about 130 crores last year. This was on the back of a solid improvement both in the net interest income, which grew by 24%, as well as other income, which grew by 43%. Even if you exclude certain one-timers which came during the quarter, the other income grew by about 29%. I'm happy to say that this is our 15th sequential quarter of an increase in profits after tax. It is actually our 29th consecutive quarter, if you look at it on a year-on-year basis, that the profits have gone up compared to the prior year. The net interest margins for the quarter were 3.56%. This compares very favorably with the previous year, where it was 3.29%. And we are confident that our net interest margins will sustain or possibly improve going forward for the rest of the year. Our total operating profits grew by 50% for the quarter. This was on the back not only of the increase in total income. Total income grew by 30%, but more importantly, we kept costs under a tight control. So costs grew by about 15.6%. So overall operating profits grew by 50%. Even if one were to exclude one-timers, operating profits grew by 40%. As a result, our ROA, the return on assets, was at 1.33%, again comparing very favorably with the prior year when it was only 1.11%. During the quarter, the system continued to see severe stress in terms of NPAs, and we ourselves did see certain accounts going into NPA. Despite that, as a percentage, our gross NPA actually improved compared to the prior year. So our gross NPA is at 1.75% compared to 1.97% compared to last year. Our net NPA on a year-on-year basis was more or less unchanged at 0.19%, and our provision cover was also largely steady at approximately 89 to 90%. In terms of the balance sheet, we saw that the June quarter this year was systemically a very slow quarter. Our overall customer assets grew by 18%. Advances grew by about 13%. Deposits grew at 14%. We opened 5 branches and 42 new ATMs during the quarter, bringing our total coverage to 547 branches. Towards the end of the quarter, we completed our QIP and preferential offering. The money, of course, actually came in the early part of July, but we added 1,836 crores to our Tier 1 capital, and this will stand us in good stead in the coming quarters, both in terms of capital adequacy as well as in terms of liquidity.